What can be time, and could beings in another universe time travel with no more difficulty than climbing a mountain? There is a fascinating scene earlier in the Interstellar movie in which Anne Hathaway, says that to five-dimensional creatures, time is like mountains and valleys. You can go forward in time like climbing a mountain. You can go backward in time like going into a valley. This phrase contains a whole new theory of perception of physics as such. It is not surprising that the director consulted with scientists when working on the movie. Time in physics has always been a controversial substance and was perceived as something between a philosophical understanding of reality and a real physical quantity. Now, what time really is, no one can say for sure. So far, they attributed the properties of the next quantum field to it and tried to perceive it as a physical substance. They even searched for hypothetical chronons. But among so many theories, one appeared that designated time as a non-existent quantity. Under this perception, an interesting thing turns out. Time is a measurable quantity according to which one can estimate the lifetime of the universe or the world as such. At the same time, the world simply somehow miraculously exists forever. It is very difficult to say what eternity itself is, and rather, it is very difficult to comprehend it. Meanwhile, this approach does not cancel the theory of emergence of the universe as a result of the Big Bang and other similar research. These concepts have little to do with each other. We just accept the fact that space can still be measured like this. As a result, the past can differ from the future only by the fact that at that moment there was such a state of matter, and at another moment it changed. And here we come to an aforementioned movie phrase. Imagine the coordinated plane. It has X and Y coordinate. It has X and Z coordinates, and they exist forever as a property of the available space. Space can be drawn in this number of dimensions. Time, according to this theory, acts as an additional coordinate plane. Its existence is simply a property of space, or another way to measure it. Whether we look for the beginning or the end of time with this logic, it is the same as trying to find the moment of appearance of the 3D coordinated plane. There may be the beginning, but it is definitely beyond the line of awareness of time and space itself. According to this logic, it turns out that if there is a creature that perceives space-time not as a 3 + 1 dimensions, but as a full-fledged 4 dimensions, then it will be able to move through time in the same way as we move vertically, in 3 + 1. At the same time, time travel will not be something out of hand. This will be the most common ability. The creature will just be able to go in time from point A to point B. This approach puts everything in its place and lays it out on the shelves. If we compare time with an endless film on which a movie is recorded, everything becomes even more relevant. Indeed, each point on the coordinate plane will correspond to some state of space. At the same time, each frame on the film corresponds to a certain point in time. Einstein expressed the same logic, but everything is complicated by the fact that then all our actions are already predestined, like a video game when communicating with NPCs. This brings us close to simulation theory. Well, time as such is infinite, and no Langoliers eat up the picture left in the past. And this is from Solask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.